ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna. So you can pause for a bit and listen. As such, in normal times, you don't have to pause. When you do your japa meditation, you do continuously, because now what I'm going to speak, this will be also important. So yes, when we are chanting, there are few things to some things we have experienced. Like 1 week we must have already been chanting. So you must find that sometimes it really looks like it requires more efforts to control the mind to chant properly than expecting the mind control with chanting. So I had already talked that how we have to begin with the current level of mind control. Now how do we enhance our current level? So what we are discussing today is you know what helps chanting and how chanting helps. What helps us chant properly and how what chanting helps. क्या करने से chanting अच्छा होता है और chanting करने से क्या अच्छा होता है. There are two different things. What will help us chant nicely and what chanting will help us attain. What nice things chanting will help us attain. So sometimes when we are chanting, we close our eyes, we try to focus on hearing the sound vibration. What happens is parallel vibrations also start coming. Mind starts taking us into the dialogues. We are speaking as if we are speaking to ourselves, or we are talking with the mind is replaying our previous day's events, and when those replays are happening, we are again getting into a dialogue, and suddenly again we realize, oh, I was doing meditation, let me come back to the sound vibration. So there will be times when such replays given by the mind in the screen of the mind will be very high. That time chanting with focus becomes again very difficult. So what we do in those times, we may sometimes open our eyes. We see again the holy name. Like I generally share this screen where Mahamantra is written. You can all take a screenshot. You can have a printout of this. You can laminate, and you can keep a small A2. Half of A4 size you can print, and then you can laminate and keep, so that sometimes when mind is really getting distracted. So ideally, when we close our eyes, we expect that chanting will elevate us to a spiritual level. But chanting is not able to take us to the spiritual level because mind has kept the chanting in a mental level. So physical level is when we open the eyes, we are aware about the physical existence. Mental level means mind is taking us in its own screen place. Spiritual level means we are trying to hear the holy name, pray to Krishna, and we are praying to the holy name for our spiritual advancement and our lives getting rid of our life's misery. But what happens when we are stuck in the mental plane? Sometimes it is advisable that let us come back to the physical plane and engage physically in certain things to help again, to help the chanting again, elevate us to the spiritual level. So when mind is too much disturbing, we have to take help of the physical existence to help chanting, because mind is not helping chanting, it is very hyperactive at this point of time. We are discussing that case study. The mind is overactive or hyperactive, so chanting is not able to elevate us. So let us take help of the physical existence to help the chanting. And what help we basically take? We open our eyes, we can keep a photo of Krishna, we can photo of the Mahamantra, and then let the eyes see the words of Mahamantra. So we are also, when we are talking about physical existence, we are not talking about anything and everything. So if you remember, I was telling in the first Mahamantra meditation circle that point of concentration and there is a circle of concentration. So when we are not able to bring the mind to the point of concentration, let the mind get restricted in a circle of concentration by keeping it engaged in some physical reality. Okay, there is Mahamantra written in this card, I will look at it and read it. Mind is too much hyperactive, so many thoughts are going. So Generally, devotees before chanting only they will offer some prayers that, my dear Lord, I'm going to do mantra meditation, but this mind is so agitating. Instead of not only it distracts us, sometimes during chanting some of the dirtiest thoughts come. It's so unexpected. Instead of, chanting will purify us from the dirty thoughts, I feel like dirty thoughts are bombarding me most at the time of chanting. So my dear Lord, please protect me. So preparing the mind itself is, and then you can read Bhagavad Gita, you can remember the sessions. So one of the next advice I give, that next class onwards you can have a small notebook and pen, or in your mobile you can take notes of the points being spoken, and you can revise them and you can meditate on them, and then you can prepare your meditation. See, quality matters. If our quality of meditation is very good, we will experience its benefit, whole day. So this is it for today. Thank you, all the best for today's journey. Thank you, Rituparn. Thank you, Ishan Prabhu. Thank you, Shubham. Thank you, Aditya. And I again for Dharmik Prabhu, thank you very much for joining. All the best. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.